Hey, what's up, everybody? Real quick before we get started. First and foremost, happy holidays. This video might be a little, I don't know, I'm about to go edit it. I think I was all over the place when I was filming, so I'm going to try to make it a coherent video. If not, I apologize, but I do go on a 7-minute tangent playing the keyboard, and I'll put that at the end so you don't have to suffer through it in the middle of the video. So if you choose to suffer through the video, you get yourself a little bit of a treat there. So, hope you enjoy the video. I'm probably not going to enjoy editing it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Excuse me while I go down these stairs. This is our front steps to the front door that we never use. We don't use the front door. The rear door goes right to the driveways and everything. So we just basically use this for storage. You know, that's where I put a lot of my crap, plus the air conditioners when they're not being used. But today we're going to be looking at a keyboard. I don't play keyboard, but my daughter is starting to take classes at school. And it's probably not something that she's ever going to really pursue, I don't think. I think she's just doing it for the credit, and it's fun. Creating music's fun, and she loves to sing. I'll be honest with you, her voice is very flippant, angelic. It's the type of voice that makes you want to cry when you hear it, in a good way. So I'm glad she's pursuing some instruments to get under her belt, maybe to supplement to that, to add to it, you know? I'm always complaining about not having a lot of money, and I don't, because I'm not money motivated. Right now I'm not working. I'm actually going to be starting school here again in January. We'll get to the other one here. I just don't want to make that video. But long story short, certain numbers didn't happen anymore, and that went by the wayside. So I got something new cooking up in January. And I'm trying like hell to get something part-time right now, but everyone's already booked up for whatever. So I got to get a little creative. So I was on the Facebook Marketplace, and I'm thinking, you know, let's get the kid a little keyboard or something, you know? A little keyboard just to practice. A lot of money, and this one came up for $10. It came with the stand and everything. So let me pull it out, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. I have it hidden here. This was the box that my Les Paul came in. Here it is. Here's the close-up. I guess these are all the different drums and everything. This actually could help me out. If I ever get something to record with. This looks like it needs to be popped back into place. Right there. Hopefully it'll go back into place. I didn't see that when I grabbed it, but that's alright. And I think it just really just needs a good cleaning. Honestly. Yeah, it takes 6 little... Can you imagine how many batteries this would have taken when I was a kid? See these slots here? Legit. I thought all of these were going to be battery compartments. I thought I was going to put in like 15D batteries. No, just 6. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 volts. Typical 9 volt. Alright. So I don't know if the center or the exterior is ground on this. And I can't see it through the screen, so it looks like the outside is ground. I can't see that. So I'm gonna have to look and see if I have a power supply for her. If not, it is what it is. So I just put the batteries in. Let's fire this up. Alright, so it starts at 120. I'm assuming it's coming from the bank of sounds. Ooh, that's pretty loud. Oh, it's only on 6. Let's put it on 2. Okay, let's see if I can still play anything. I'm not a pianist, okay? Yeah. That's pretty cool. How about 2, 1, 3? That's sick. Give me a job with Tales from the Dark Side. Every pianist right now is like, what are you doing? Stick to guitar, fat boy. But yeah, there it is. There it is. I'm gonna get cleaning on the thing. Maybe we'll try to play around with it. We'll play around with it. We'll get some of the beach going. Yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, let me see if I can't get this worked out. And hopefully it's just as simple as popping it back in. If not, well, we're gonna get in there with some glue, aren't we? Yeah, I don't even know what. Oh, okay, so the case did crack a little bit. Okay, so I am gonna have to glue this in. And that's all right. That's all right. A little E6000 with some super glue. It will be right as rain. I don't know if it's... Yeah, it suffered some kind of trauma right there. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to put some E6000 all inside here. Close it up and then use super glue to hold the rest of it together like that. Let me do that. I don't have any clamps big enough for this, but hopefully the super glue will hold it while the E6000 takes hold. And then I guess I'm on pause for now. Alright, well I got the thing apart. Sorry, I just went manic with the thing. I don't know. I knew I wanted to open it. Clean the inside because there was something rattling inside. And it was a piece of the plastic that broke. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to integrate it back into the setup. But this should be pretty simple. It's just a matter of gluing this back here. And then what I'll do is I'll put some JB Weld, along the crack. And there's like one joint inside underneath this here where I'll put some. But I'm going to initially use super glue to hold it together and work from there. And then I think this will just fall into place. Nothing here seems broken except for that one piece of plastic, which maybe I will try to fix back on there. But here you go. This is everything that's going on inside of here. Now, I don't want to unplug any of this crap. I know I could take pictures, but like these look exactly alike, and I know I'll screw it up, and I'm not trying to play around with that. So let me get the JB Weld and the glue out. You're not going to watch me do any of that. But let me get this going and make it look nicey nice for Alright, so I got the thing taped up. I even put the lid back on to make sure everything was good. I sanded this down. Now I'm going to just layer this with JB Weld here. Old school, And then maybe get some in here as well. And then there is some construction I'm going to have to do down here. There is, like, right where it meets up, there's a lot of missing plastic, as you can see. So that I might fill with 2-part epoxy putty. And then, of course, just hit it with some black paint afterwards. So let me get this all glued up, and then we'll start working on cleaning this whole thing. In fact, I may just glue it up and let it sit overnight to cure. I think it's early in the morning. Well, it's 10:30 in the morning. And I do have errands I need to run, so that actually works out perfect. All right, it's all glued up. I think that'll do. I even put some down in there. Going all the way to the bottom. There's a little bit right here. I put a little bit right there. You won't be able to see that. And I did that as well. That little hole there to the left, I'm about to fill it with that little nipple that's sticking out to the right of it. And then when this is cured up, I'm just going to sand it down and touch it up with some black, I guess. I don't know. I might still hit some epoxy putty in here to get this cracked. I mean, there's a huge gap right there, but I have it for the most part under control. And it's going to work. So now I need to work on cleaning up these keys. Now that's going to be simple. I mean, I don't have any Goo Gone. I use it all for the guitar. But I think a little WD-40 and a little bit of persistence will clean this up. I'm going to let that set up first, though. I don't want to play with it. In fact, I'm not even going to close it. I'm going to just pick this thing up carefully, put it somewhere, and forget about it for about 5 or 6 hours. Go run some errands and come back and check it. This stuff usually takes about overnight to cure, but it's pretty hard in a couple hours, so it's not the quick curing stuff. But that's all right. That's all right. We got time, right? So it's a couple days later, and I'm just going to sand it down a little bit, make it clean, and just leave it at that. Hey, happy little accident. I had a thing together, and when I picked it up to turn it over, it rattled. I thought I pulled all the plastic out. I found one more piece, and it goes up and under here. Here, hold on. And it blocks that little hole there. So I'll let it fall out so you can see. Bam. It was right there. So I'm going to glue that in real quick, put this thing back together, and then we'll start working on cleaning the keyboard. Sorry for that little interruption. And we discovered, and I didn't even see that before because it was just held on really well, that snapped. So before we button this thing back up, I'm going to glue it, put a little bit of JB on the top of it, and I'm just going to close it. It should be fine. Just going to clean this up with a little bit of sandpaper, nothing crazy, just to smooth it a little bit. Honestly, the child this is for is going to be grateful just to have it. She's that type of person. And I remember as a kid getting used guitars and stuff, and I had no problem with that, so I'm kind of hoping it's the same idea for a keyboard. But we got the stand, and I'll be able to put a nice big pretty bow on it. I might even wrap it and put it on the stand Christmas Eve. You know, there's probably a good chance that she'll probably use this 5 times. So, okay, let me finish doing this, and then we'll turn it over and start cleaning the keys. And as you can see here, I wasn't going for, you know, removing all the material. I just wanted to smooth it a little bit. You want the material there to hold the damn thing together. I put some glue in a couple of these little gaps here, just a Gorilla Super Glue. And I'm going to hold it now. I swear to God, I spend half of my life just holding glued parts. You know, rather than brush it in there, since it's a textured surface, I'm just stippling. I'm stippling it so it gets into the little crevices, the little dents and dings, and I mean, it's not the prettiest looking thing, but you don't really look under here, and I don't think it's really going to matter. I'll touch that up too. Meh. All right, let's clean this thing. Finally, gee whiz. Before I go any further, I just want to make sure it still works too. All right, that's good enough for me. So I don't have much glue gone left, but I have enough to kind of, you know, just get a little on here and kind of spread it throughout. Just a little bit, you know, not much. Just get it on the sticker and let it sit for about a half hour. You can do this with WD-40 too, but it's a little harder to clean. You know, and talking about safety, I don't normally do this, but since my hand's covered in like Goo Gone and stuff, I decided I wanted a little more grip on the razor blade. And look what I'm about to do. This is stupid. I'll go away. I'll push it away. I was about to come in towards me. There's a bunch of slippery stuff on these keys. Alright, so it looks like that's going to be really simple. I'm not going to sit there and force you to watch me do this whole thing. But for the most part, that should just come up like that. So, give me a few seconds here, and we'll get the keys cleaned up, and we'll move on to the next product, okay? Okay. Scrapey, scrapey. This stuff here is awesome. It's gonna degrease and clean the keys. Look at. You'd never recognize it, right? Okay, you would, but it looks better. Alright, next on the list, Magic Eraser. We're going to spritz these they're the little guys, the little thin ones. There's like little trouble spots here and there that just won't come up normally. And there's a mark here, a couple all over the place, and on the back side there are the typical white spots from leaning it up against a wall, a painted wall. So we're going to have to go through, again, I'm not going to make you watch all that. I mean, I know people like watching that, but I'm not filming it. It's such a weird angle. And hopefully on Christmas morning when she comes out and it's on the stand in front of the tree, she'll be happy. I hope so anyway. Flip and flap. I don't know what this is. There's a couple of spots too. It may be wear spots because as I barely touched it. I started wearing away the paint. And that's the one thing you need to understand about this, and I keep trying to explain this to my missus. This is basically sandpaper that you just wet. It's wet sandpaper. Damn it. That's alright, I guess. Whatever. I'm sure it'll take this off, no problem. Oh, gone. And we got these little white spots here. Oh, yeah. See? Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Out of here. Oh, excuse me. Heck, I'm just going to hit the whole thing with it. Seems to be making it look nice. There we go. So I'm over here trying to get the edges of this clean and I'm freaking out. Nobody unpeeled this. And you know what? I'm going to leave that for her. So she can feel like it's new still. But as far as these little marks go, that must be just, I don't know, wear on the paint that's on here. Because I tried different solvents and I can't get it to even budge. So, unfortunately, this is just going to keep looking the way it looks. And there it is, the final product. I wish I could play Christmas music. I don't know, whatever. You're not here to listen to me play piano. But overall, I'm happy with it, and I hope she is too. You know, I've been pretty open. I've been open with the idea of being vulnerable on these channels, especially in the last year or so. At the peak of my mental illness downward journey. And I'm secure enough in my, I guess you would call it my masculinity. I know I'm a tough guy. But every now and again you gotta realize this is, and it makes me, I get joy from doing stuff like this. But then again, on the other hand, you're like, you know, this is a child. I mean, she's 16, and I know she's gonna be grateful for it. But it's like, how much of my mental illness has taken away joy from them? And how does this look? You know, how does this look as a father? So, there is some insecurities when it comes to this. But I do show pride in what I did for her. And I will give her a great big hug and explain to her. And she'll be like, I don't care. It works, right? And then she'll go off in the other room and piss me off for the next couple of years with it. But, so that's it. That's my journey. You like the light bright? We did that live on the Atari Creep. I actually have a bunch of blanks. I'm going to map out Atari sprites and maybe move on from there. Maybe try to do, you know, regular 8-bit and 16-bit. I don't know. I doubt it would work with something like that, but we might start doing that once a month on my channel, the Atari Creep. So, if you're interested in something like that, I got a whole bunch of blanks I'm going to map out. Atari sprites for now, because they're as simple as you get. I got to get more pegs, too. But guys, before I do sign out, and then I bless you with my gift of playing, it's the holidays, okay? And we have the rest of the year to be uptight and shitty to each other. And let's say you don't happen to celebrate a specific holiday. I'm not going to name anyone in particular. But if somebody is to wish you a merry or a happy, you know, don't get offended and be a jerk off. They're trying to say something nice. It's not offensive in the least. And I honestly will die on the hill. I will die on my hill to that one. Just politely say, you know, I don't celebrate that one, but thank you. And then repeat it back to them with whatever you do. I mean, for fuck's sake, people, it's not that hard. So, guys, wherever in the world you are, I hope you're doing well. I hope your holiday season is going well. I mean, it's only, what, the 4th or 5th day into December? Either way, it's stressful. I wish we would just go back to the simplicity of family, friends, fellowship, and food. I really would. I'd love to just make it like that. I'll gift here and there. I'm happy to do stuff like this, whether it's received right or not. I don't know. I can do what I can do, and that's the best I can do. Guys, thank you always so much for watching. And until next time, take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye. Listen to this creepy tone. Actually, I think I wanted to... Yeah, this is going to be fun. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, 72. Let's see what the flute sounds like. I bet you it sounds like Papa. Oh. You know, there's a lot of really cool organ sounds on this thing. Ooh, what was that? I'm having too much fun with this. Oh, man. All right. I just, these are effects. These are effects. I decided, you know what, we're just going to play around with the thing. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, that's pretty cool. That sounds like Day of the Dead had a lot of this instrument in it, in the music. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Synth organ, 134. We'll start there. We'll go back one. Man. Alright, so we got synthesizer, electronic, and synth world. Let's go there. 240 starts, all that nonsense. I remember my brother had a big Casio one, and it just said chorus. That was the coolest. That was the sound of the 80s. That nice. That sounds cheap. I bet you in a lot of musical contexts these would be amazing. Cool. Ooh, that's Christmassy. I'm gonna make her play that on Christmas Day. Ooh, no. Well, whatever. Whimsical. Video games. Whatever. I'm over here trying to pretend I know what I'm doing. This is pretty cool. Elliot would probably lose his fucking mind. He literally sits right below us and about 5 feet that way. He chooses to use this center room as his living room. His dining room is in the front. We do the opposite. Cool. So this is the Alesis. I think that's how you say that. Melody 61. 300 rhythms. How do you get into the rhythms? Let's do that. I don't know, 55, whatever that is. And how do you go? How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you say go? This is one key. Oh shit. That was loud. That was loud. I'm not doing that again. Wow, even number 2 is loud. Alright. Alright, how do you start it? No, I don't want demo. I don't want demo. I want to hear like the doom, 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 doom. And then you can manipulate it like this, right? So it looks like I'm going to have to... There's a fill-in. Oh, here we go. All right, that's enough. So that's it. That's it. I'm going to have to get this all cleaned up. I'm ready to go for Christmas. And hang on to it for there. Hopefully she doesn't watch this channel. But wish me luck. We're going to get this repaired. And, I don't know, maybe I'll show you what it looks like after. It's going to look exactly the same. This is just more about me having fun with the keyboard. But I'm not gonna make you watch me clean the damn thing. But there it is. I hope you had fun with me. I had a lot of fun. I was originally going to do a restoration video, but I have to go get some stuff for it. But either way, guys, thank you always so much for watching. You know.